Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to our apostles and elders. And Shalom to all the Akim out there that are doing the work of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, sincerely pushing forward in this truth. Now, this article is pretty much going into how, at the beginning of this month, I believe, in October the 1st, Obama had handed over control of the internet to the UN, and it's basically the ICANN, which is like the basically the control, I guess you could say the thing that allowed America to have control of the internet at first. This is a group or whatever, the ICANN, as far as the whoever controls ICANN is basically who has control of the internet, and he basically gave over ICANN to the UN. So the article is from wearechange.org, and it's titled "Yes, I Can," which is basically them scoffing at Obama, but a group is called ICANN that actually controls the internet. It says, "Yes, I can. Obama plots UN internet takeover." The unthinkable, an internet controlled and operated by the United Nations. If the UN internet takeover happens, it could change the internet and our world as we know it. When Obama was president, he announced publicly that the plan to give up US protection of the internet. He also promised the United Nations would never take control, but if the US gives up internet protections, the likely result could be the UN taking control of the internet under the International Telecommunications Union, the ITU. On September 30th, which already passed, and they already have control of it now, which I said already. What would the implications be of a takeover of the World Wide Web by the United Nations under ICANN? Censorship galore. Think communist China, so-called conspiracy theories, and unfavorable opinions would cease to exist. Calling George Soros an evil bastard would not be possible. So that's showing you that it's going to be a lot that you're at least basically trying to block. Even though it's not happening fully affecting right now, but the UN, they already have control of the internet. So this is going to start to come to pass, or in due time, basically, because they took over at the beginning of this month. So now you're going to start seeing those things, more censorships and all, as the time continues to go on. That's basically what this article is explaining. Like basically what everything that you're going to start seeing that happen, that even if it's not happening yet. Indeed, with all the funding Soros gives to globalism to destabilize countries in favor of international governing brackets, the UN would certainly protect their sugar daddy the way CNN protects Hillary Clinton. Speaking of Soros, he has his ugly crinkly hands all over this issue. A leaked document by DC Leaks shows that Soros Open Society Foundation called for regulating the internet to favor its supporters. Maybe the Open Society Foundation should change its name to the Censor Society Foundation, because such a proposal is ludicrous. And this is from the document that they just talked about. It says an international proposed strategy from George Soros Open Society Justice Initiative calls for international regulation of private actors' decisions on what information is taken off the internet and what may remain. Those regulations, the document notes, should favor those most supportive of open society. Our freedom of expression work furthers to the free exchange of information and ideas via the media and internet, and proposes to begin to address the free expression and association rights of NGOs. The internet has been a key tool for promoting freedom of expression in open societies, as in the Arab Spring, and is a promotional safeguard against monopoly control of information in such places as China and Central Asia. But it is also presenting unaddressed challenges, including lack of regulation of private operators that are able to decide without due process procedures what information is taken off the internet and what may remain. A race to the bottom results from the agendas un, undemocratic governments that seek to impose their hostility to free speech on the general online environment. We seek to ensure that from among the norms emerging in different parts of the world, those most supportive of open society gain sway. Open Society Foundation document. Without the U.S. contract allowing ICANN to keep its antitrust exemption, ICANN would seek to be overseen by another government group. Already authoritarian regimes have proposed that ICANN become another arm of the UN to make it easier for these regimes to censor the internet globally. There is still some time for Congress to fight back, whatever, but we already seen that pretty much. This article was written beforehand, so that's why they're saying that they're talking about it in the like it hasn't happened yet, like it's in the future, but the UN has control now. So basically, that's what you're gonna start seeing on here is them to censor the internet globally, and that's basically one of the many things that you're going to start seeing is a lot of things getting censored. Mainly, this is another way for the elites to try to stop the word from coming out, because anything they consider to be hate speech or something they don't want on the internet, it could just take you down, like the article said. If you're just something they see as hate speech, something that just doesn't need to remain on the internet, something that can offend people, anything, like that's radical information, just all these different little excuses for them to just censor more stuff and make it harder for people to get the truth, really. Even in the sense of just knowing the regular news, it would be making it hard now for more people to put information out there of what's going on online, because now they can be censored. And ultimately, this is at least trying to censor, to stop the word, get to the point where the word not coming out, alright, online anymore, at least. Because brothers will still be out there on the highways and hedges until it's not safe to do so anymore, alright, which is when it's martial law and everything else going on, to the point where it's actually not safe to be out on the streets for anyone. Where we're not physically capable of going out there anymore. We'll have to be like pilgrims in those times, and those times are on the way. Alright? Because we're living in evil times, as the scriptures say. And the first scripture, this scripture right here basically goes into it, Amos 8 and 10. And Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And that's exactly what you see starting to happen. Because I remember a while, not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, a little bit after the UN took over, a brother I was talking to him in our camp, who was telling me that pretty much that he started noticing that brothers' pages were getting where they was getting blocked, or videos just got deleted off of their page and stuff like that. You might start seeing that happen a lot more now. Now that they're giving control to the UN, they might start saying you got to have a login, a specific login, just for you to get on the access to the internet, because people can try to share the same IP address, right? So they'll try to make it to the point to where everybody has their own specific login. So when they target you specifically, they see what you're looking at. If they don't like what you're looking at, they could block you from certain sites you're going to, or they could just block you in general from the internet. So they could just swing it a lot of ways, like as far as what they want to do. Yet the main thing they're going to do is be blocking the brothers from speaking the truth, because we're actually condemning this society and bringing out all the wrongs that are going on in this society, and we're ultimately bringing out the destruction of this place. All right, bringing out the wickedness, exposing the government, exposing Esau, exposing all the hypocrisy of the society in general, and speaking the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the elites don't want that. They don't want the truth to be out there. That's why they're trying so hard to stop it. All right, like I believe the Rothschilds said the worst thing they created was the internet. So that if they saying that the worst thing they could have did was create the internet, then the way they can fix it now is by having everything getting censored, which is another reason why they passed it to the UN. Because now it's like the article I said I was going into. Now it's just another thing, another arm that's used for the elites propaganda to censor out the word and censor out what other information they don't want people finding out. Alright, this is back in Amos 8 and 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Yeah, when all hell breaks loose, because you see that we're on the brink of World War III and everything right now, and this is all happening within the UN getting control of ICANN. All these different things are going on behind the scenes, and this isn't even being mentioned on the media. All right, on the news, they not talking about this on CNN, Fox, all this other stuff. They're not even mentioning it, and this is something that is somewhat important, because it's passing the control of the internet over to the UN is a major thing, because it allows them to do way more now, as far as having control and censoring information from coming out. Basically using the internet as more propaganda, like they do with CNN or Fox or anything else. They telling you stuff that they only want you to know. They're not telling you everything that's out there. And this is just another way for the elites to stop the word from coming out, because it's getting to the point where everybody knows about the truth. Everybody knows about Israel. The elites' information is they're getting exposed left and right. All right, people not buying the BS on the media no more. So now it's getting closer to that time to where this devil's going to come with that great wrath, man. So he's passing all this legislation and getting all his acts in order. So when he comes with that wrath, it's a done deal, and he's doing this all in darkness, so nobody's really knowing, because he's keeping it undercover, man. But we supposed to be out here exposing this wickedness and keeping our watch, letting the flock know what's coming, and letting the Akim know, man. So this is another step forward to a famine of the word. So brothers should be pushing out even more, really, because it's gonna get to and really watching as much as you can right now while you have the time to, because it's gonna get to a point to where you can't even watch any more videos. All right, like it says in verse 12, it's gonna be people out there wandering from sea to sea trying to get this knowledge when it's too late. Like it says in I'll get it real fast in Proverbs. Yeah, Proverbs 1:27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. Yeah, so when that time comes, and they censoring everything left and right on the internet, to the point to where you can't even every bro channel is getting blocked or shut down, and we can't even put videos out there no more, because the elites are just taking it down as soon as they go up. There's gonna be dudes out there, all the scoffers, all these people that didn't want to listen, they're gonna be looking for the word and not be able to find it, and then they're gonna be destroyed because they chose not the fear of the Lord. Because you have time now before they start fully before Revelation 12 and 12, man. Before this devil fully come down with his wrath, because he knows he has but a short time. So it would behoove you to really get this word as much as you can, man, because it's going to be the stability of your times. Isaiah 33 and 6. So you're supposed to be getting this knowledge while you can, because Esau is going to get to the point to where he's stopping us from bringing out the truth on the internet, and then get to a point to where we're not going to be safe to even go out there and preach the word on the highways and hedges, because at that point it'll be martial law. All right, we'll have to be like pilgrims in those times, like the scriptures say. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises again to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders. Shalom to the Akim out there, preach his word in truth and sincerity. Keep pushing this word, man. We right around the corner from this place getting destroyed, man. We in the last seconds of this thing, and you just see that Esau's doing all this stuff. He's getting all his legislation, laws passed, and everything. He's doing this for a reason, man. We're getting closer and closer to the time that his devil going down. And his devil is going to come down with that wrath one last time before he gets destroyed. So with that, I'm going to say keep watching, stay strong, keep praying. Shalom.